There was a video that was done by Fiona, and she actually claims to make $50,000 a year just by going to thrift shops, buying vintage clothing, and then selling it for like 10 times the price, which is crazy to me. So we're gonna sell all my clothes, and from the money we make from selling my clothes, we're gonna take that money and we're gonna go thrifting in some of the richest areas in London and resell those and hopefully find some really good things, because it was recently London Fashion Week, so you know, like all the rich people are probably throwing out their last season stuff. So we'll see what we can find and how much we can sell it for. I think it's gonna be really good. So there's about 20 items of clothes here, so here's what we're gonna sell. The goal is to make at least $10, because if we don't make $10, well, I guess that's the end of this challenge, because that would be really hard to go thrifting with no money. Anyways, the hardest part about this challenge was probably taking the pictures, because we had to make the clothes look relatively new or just look extremely good. So pictures that would look like this and this actually looked like this. So it's been a week since selling 9 items of clothing on Vinted, and in total we made $65. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, along the way we had a few chats with people, negotiations, but we also had a really embarrassing moment, but let me just show you guys. So I got a message from Corey about my Levi's jeans, and they said, "Hello, are these men's or women's jeans?" And I said, "Hi, women's." They go, that's a shame, thank you. Not gonna lie, left me a bit confused until I got this message from Harvey. They said, "These are women's and you put them in the men's section." That was so embarrassing, because this is the picture that was posted for the jeans. Anyways, when I was scrolling through Instagram, I found this thrifting event in a rich area. So we're off to Notting Hill. For now, I'm gonna be putting this camera away because there's a lot of bikers out here who mug people with their phones and their cameras, and I might look like a tourist with this camera. So I got this little one right here that we can just like put right here, and then hopefully no one will mug us, really, hopefully. Anyways, I got these gloves, so when oh, this is a tissue, oops, my bad. You're probably thinking I'm crazy for the gloves, but I heard a story about a woman getting hand, foot, and mouth disease from thrifting, and the symptoms are terrifying. On that note, let's see what we find. So when I got there, I was told that the different color tags meant it would be different pricing, and I kid you not, I could not find any red tags that were worth $10 for a kilo. Like, tell me where you see a red tag, because I was only seeing blue tags, like green tags, yellow tags. I felt like this was a scam, like thrifting shouldn't be that expensive. But I tried weighing it in my hands to see how much it would be, but this proved to be very ineffective, let me tell you, because this is the face of utter regret when I came back. I got this stuff. We got a lot of things here. I thought we would end up paying $10 for all this clothes, but no. So we ended up paying $57 because I felt too guilty at the cash register to be like, no, put everything back. I just couldn't do that. So we got some really good things, and hopefully we can make our money back, but let me just show you. So I got this like huge little mesh cardigan because I thought that was really in, and then I got this Tommy Hilfiger vest because Tommy Hilfiger, I thought that was a good find. The Zara dress, I mean, it was fitting okay on me. The white dress I feel was very good looking. I loved this one. The pink dress, okay, it was way nicer on the hanger. This one was a lot smaller and the buttons weren't staying on. So after a week of posting the items on Vinted, nothing sold, absolutely nothing. And so we were losing money. So I decided to reduce every item, and we were not making a profit. But I ended up selling the Zara dress for $3. So I guess we're just losing $54 now. Anyways, in the meantime, I found this thrifting event in Hackney, which is supposed to be really trendy. So we decided to go to that. But this time we only had less than $20 in the bank. So we had to follow these 3 rules to make a profit. 1, it had to be a brand name. 2, it had to be lightweight, and 3, it had to be approved by my friends. So after finding a bunch of stuff, we had to go through each item to make sure it was approved by everyone because we were not about to lose money again. Some of the stuff we found were unbelievable. We found some aloe leggings, which in reality, they are so expensive. And then we found some Abercrombie activewear that was brand new with tags, really great. Then some ASOS pants, brand new with tags also. It was just really, really nice. And then we got some Zara cargo pants. My friend was really obsessed with this and she really wanted it, so I guess we sold an item right there. So that was a yes. Then we found these cargo leather pants from New Look. They were really great, and I got this wool coat. It was really, really nice, but it just wasn't a brand name we knew, so toss. And then this lightweight Zara shirt, and then this Uniqlo top that I thought was cute, but my friends had something else to say about it. I told her, I was like, I don't like
That's what I said too, and she said it's so cute, and then Gabby said, yeah, for like a 50-year-old.
Now it's time for the nerve-wracking part. As we were walking to weigh our clothes, someone mentioned to us that we can get a kilo of clothes for free for posting on TikTok. So shout out to Thrift Factory. Do I get a kilo free for posting on social media?
Yeah, you make video and send your TikTok.
Yeah.
Hashtag Thrifting.
This deal really saved us because we couldn't really afford to spend a lot and we ended up paying $10 for all the clothes. And now it's just time to go home and list everything with the hopes of selling everything. So it's been 2 weeks since listing the items on Vinted and we did pretty well, but the grand total was $27.50. Pretty good. Anyways, subscribe to see what we do next and comment below what kind of business idea you want me to do next. Bye guys, love you.